Hi, my name is Andrew Kinney. I'm an attorney at DisabilityLawyer.com. In this video, I want to talk about mental disorders and how Social Security looks at them. There's a lot of misunderstanding even today about mental disorders, sometimes because people think you can't see a problem that doesn't exist, particularly friends, neighbors, sometimes even family. What's important is that Social Security does pay if you have a mental disorder. The question of the day is, can they confirm that you have a diagnosis? Do you have the signs and symptoms that support that diagnosis? Do you have regular treatment for it? Are you taking medications for it? And ultimately, despite all that, are you able to hold a full-time job? Social Security is going to look at your medical records and follow all those things, and in the end, the question of the day is, how bad are your symptoms day to day? There's another video about Social Security hearings. If you picture yourself in front of a Social Security judge with your attorney next to you, what the judge does is directly ask you, well, tell me about your symptoms. So based on what I've already mentioned, if you have, let's say, depression, the questions the judge might ask are, how bad is your depression? What symptoms do you have? Do you take your medications? If not, why not? Do you have side effects of medications? Are you able to take care of day-to-day activities? Do you go for walks? Do you travel, etc.? What the judges get at, and ultimately before hearings, what Social Security gets at is, how are you functioning despite the mental limitations? Some people have other problems like anxiety disorders those have different symptoms than depression. If they do, it's important because Social Security looks at anxiety disorders in a different way. For instance, do you have trouble with crowds? Do you have trouble leaving your house? Do you have trouble perhaps with panic attacks? Whatever problems you have from mental illness, it's important, again, that you treat for it, your doctors know what's going on, and that you take what your doctors think are the appropriate medications. If there are any problems with medications, bring it up with your doctor. The worst thing that can happen is someone to self-diagnose themselves or perhaps give up on treatment because it's hard for us as attorneys and what we do to prove that you have an ongoing problem when we don't have the medical records to support it. Social Security has definitions of disability. For mental impairments, it goes all the way through depression, anxiety, somatoform disorder. They even include chemical dependency. That is not a disability that would allow you to get benefits, but it is a disability that Social Security evaluates. So any mental disorder that you have may meet, if it's bad enough, a definition of disability, and in the case of chemical dependency, you may meet the definition and be found not disabled. So keep in mind that regular treatment is important. If you have trouble with chemical dependency, try to get help for that right away. That can affect and perhaps even preclude you from Social Security benefits. If you're not by definition disabled, you can still have disabilities in the mental realm, perhaps even chronic pain and other physical problems that in combination affect your ability to work full time. These are things that if you don't get approved at the application or reconsideration levels, you can discuss that at a hearing. So think of this, even if people don't notice that you have a problem from the outside, if, for instance, you have bipolar disorder and have trouble on the inside, that is just as important a disability as any obvious physical disabilities other people may have. Don't discount them. Make sure you get treatment for them. And make sure you know that a good Social Security lawyer can help you with them. If you have any questions of us, please feel free to call us at DisabilityLawyer.com. We'll help you with any questions. Thank you.